Regal Abbey Carpet and Floor, and Harvest Drug and Gift, recognizing remarkable women.
We're continuing to honor the remarkable women in our community with the second installment in our series.
Tonight, Carney Porter shines a spotlight on Stephanie Robles, an MSU professor who's dedicated herself to promoting higher education to the next generation of Wichitans.
MSU Professor Stephanie Robles is one of the biggest advocates for higher education in Wichita Falls.
We eat, breathe, and sleep education at our house.
But Robles' road to receiving her own higher education wasn't a conventional one.
I just made some really dumb choices, and I ended up dropping out at the end of my 9th grade year.
Not long after she dropped out of high school, Robles became pregnant with her first child and gave birth at just 16 years old. She had 3 more children in the years following and was a single mother. She had for over a decade worked countless hours just to keep food on the table, forcing her to sacrifice quality time with her kids.
Finances were tight, and so I started waiting tables. And I tell everybody I know that if you go work in the food industry for a little while, it'll help you learn real quick that you need to go back to school. And
12 years after dropping out of high school, Robles heard about an opportunity at the Boys and Girls Club of Wichita Falls and decided to utilize it.
I went to the GED program that they hosted in the East Side, at the East Side branch, and loaded up my kids, and so earned my degree with the help of Miss Ann, and that was in 2005.
2 years later, she enrolled in Vernon College, and she wasted no time going after what she wanted. So
I went back to school in 2007, and I finished my associate's, my bachelor's, and my master's in 5 years. And I did that here in Wichita Falls.
After her successful pursuit of a higher education, Robles became an educator herself, teaching almost every grade level in the WFISD. She wanted her students to know about all of the options available to them, and she didn't want them to wait until high school to find out.
I think a lot of times those programs, they come in a little too late. Like we're applying Band-Aids to problems that are not going to be fixed with a handout. And so the true equalizer and the true, I think, way to address that problem is at the root. And that's getting people to buy in at the early age, in pre-K and elementary, the importance of education.
She also spreads this message through her volunteer work, specifically as an educational consultant with Café con Leche, a program that works to empower parents in low-income families to learn more about education and giving their kids the tools to help build a better future. Sam Pack met Stephanie at one of Café con Leche's events and was instantly in awe of the trials she overcame to become the woman she is today.
What makes her stand out so much is that her story of redemption of herself is also the story that she can express to those other kids. Those kids who say, I can't make it, there's no way I can do it, it's too hard. I mean, she was a 30-year-old going back to college. But she made that decision and decided, I'm going to do this for the betterment. And now she uses her testimony to light a fire for other people to want to do that too. And it's just an amazing story.
Pack praises her work both inside and outside the classroom and is amazed at how her story has and continues to motivate the next generation to overcome their own obstacles for the betterment of their futures.
These are kids who would have never probably even finished high school. And they're finishing top of their class not only in high school but in college. She's changing the course of lives. So what kind of impact has she made? Ask the hundreds of kids and families around here. They will all tell you the same story.
Robles went on to receive her doctoral degree in 2020 and now works as an assistant professor of curriculum and learning at MSU. She's also the coordinator of the Principal Program and Leadership Masters Program, helping to mold the next generation of leaders in the education field.
Coaching them up and mentoring them and learning alongside them, it's exciting. They're going to do some amazing things. I can't wait to see them in principal roles because their passion, their drive, but then also their capacity as leaders, just what I see in the potential is amazing.
A full circle moment for Robles, who hopes she can help any and every student with her story of beating the odds.
It's not about intelligence. it's about determination and discipline. And so I think that story in itself reaches all my students.
An inspiration.
Truly remarkable, yes.
Now, to catch any of our remarkable women's stories, just head over to Texomashomepage.com.